Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Steelers and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports covered. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll run it for the first time with Cordero Patterson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They put Wilson in motion. Fields going to look to run this himself. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give him credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback.
He slams it in there. And he... Play action now for Fields. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. On the carry, it's Patterson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Fair catch made here in the drive. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll look to pick up the pace. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. That play made on defense by Jaron Curse. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Fields. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now, Fields. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. Now he takes off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Warren. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. Fields now. He's got it at the 3. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Back to throw is Fields. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. They put Wilson in motion. Fields now. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Richie Grant. He works free, right side. And the Falcons. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Fields to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. They'll run up the middle with Warren. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Fields now to throw on first down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up second and goal.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts.
About time, fellas. Hey, man, come on. We got this.
Can the defense do it again? From the 1. Third down now, and goal. And that big offensive line. On first and 10, Fields. That's caught! And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the third. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Out of the pistol, Warren. And not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Warren. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Off the play action, here's Fields. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down. On the handoff, this is Warren. Not much there, maybe a yard. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Fields from the gun on third down. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And that is caught. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Warren. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Patterson. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. They'll run the sneak. He will have a Steelers 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll drop to throw. He'll take off again. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin.
It's week 2 of the 2024 season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You see the numbers in last week's game for Warren. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, the Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. On to give, it's Warren. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And quickly, they get to the line. On play action, Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump. Now Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
That is caught. He's across midfield, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. That completes it again to Metcalf. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Fields. And in for the Steelers touch. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go at the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He's got this to Pickens.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
To throw is Fields.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an open.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Here's Fields. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Flush to his right.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Eluding the pressure right. Chip, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Fields. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fields escaping the pressure. And caught in the end. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A shotgun snap. Fields.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. They shakes him off. Now he's forced out left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone.
I think that interception
Warren will try the right side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Now a run with Warren. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important third down.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's in. Fields going to change things up here. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular. Oh, my goodness, they can go all day. And, in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for the Steelers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games.
It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we'll see the
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs.
we dominate today. Here we go, son.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. You see the numbers in last week's game for Warren. 11 carries, 59 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Don't jump. Ready?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Fields changing the play. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the 27, Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a shot.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Don't jump. Ready?
A final shot before the break. Fields. That went down the field for Freiermuth.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside... The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Here's one.
And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run it. Warren, he'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was a good.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And he is not quite going to make it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Fields flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Deion Henley. And he brings this one back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Fields. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and 10, Fields eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers are going to get the football. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On play action, Fields. That is incomplete. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fields throwing again. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's in. So this one's over. It's in the win column.
It's week 4 of the 2024 season.
And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Steelers and the Colts, and it comes your way next.
From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to do it. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They'll go again with Warren. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Fields out of the gun. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of the defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first. Warren running between the tackles. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Cuts right. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. So second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They'll cobble together a yard there. Play made by E.J. Speed. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Fields. Taking a shot deep down the field and go. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. 1st and goal, Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Warren will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
push for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Pickup of a couple, and after 3 straight stops, they're up against 4th and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. Fields on first down. Catch is made down the right sideline. There it is. Touchdown.
Here we go.
Run from Warren here to start the 3rd. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Motioning the tight end now. Going for it with Warren. And he's caught behind the line. First and 10 now from the 30. Fields throwing here. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running back sent in motion. Second and 1. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. On first and 10, it's Fields. That one is swatted away, incomplete, but there's a flag down in the secondary, and I think they're going to get somebody here for holding. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Here's Fields to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Just 1 quarter remaining. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Fields to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The Steelers set to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's... The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Fields pushing his offense in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, Warren. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
On the move, hit it right. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. Willis Waitman will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And this one did hit at the 8. Back to throw. He's got it deep downfield. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. He'll look to throw it. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They go with Warren on the run. Has a lane inside the 25. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Warren once more. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Man in motion here. On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. And the Colts sending 6 DBs out there. Dime package, 3rd down coming. It goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And that, folks, is your game winner. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal and
It's week 5 of the NFL.
And we'll see the only 2 teams to meet in the Super Bowl 3 different times.
It's the Cowboys and the...
It's our last chance.
Off play action, Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they kept... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. On the give, it's Warren. And he's going to take it in for... So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A handoff for Warren. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Steelers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Here's Fields. Got his man. It's caught. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have... Fields. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Fields. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Fields. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's into the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shifts by him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. To throw is Fields. Yeah. He's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now it's Fields. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Looking to throw. Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, they're going to speed things up here. To the air again, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Fields now to throw. He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
On play action, Fields finding Pickens for another catch.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw. That throw finds Pickens.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now a run with Warren.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's... The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.